Greetings and Talafalava. My name is Makarita and I was born and raised in American Samoa. I graduated with an Associative Arts degree at American Samoa Community College before I got transferred to Mānoa about 3 years ago. Currently, I am a senior student at Mānoa and also the president of Tino Masausala Samoa Student Organization, or TASSO. We work closely with Micronesian Connection Student Club as well as Felofano Samoa Club. This short presentation represents the story of many of us Pacifica college students from American Samoa, Chuuk, Kasrai, Guam, Marshall Islands, Northern Marianas, Palau, and Pohnpei attending Mānoa. Our story about faces of migration and policies goes like this. From around October 2013 to June 2014, our very few Pacifica faculty and staff at became very concerned about Pacifica students' academic performances and financial challenges as college students at I just wanted to mention their names, and these are Professor Loau Luafata Simanu Klatz, Professor Lola Kwan Batista, Professor Fa'amaile Betty Ikes, and Dr. Tina Tawasosi Posiwalai and Aumuro Betty Ale. So they gather us at Mānoa to discuss how we could address our issue. At the BOR meeting in 2006, here are some of the statements made by BOR and administrators to support their policy. Although many from our Pacifica communities here testify against this increase of 150% for Pacifica student tuition. Here is a table to show how this policy affects our lives as college students at Mānoa since the policy has been in place. Such tuition increase has affected us negatively in so many ways. Our graduation rate is low compared to all students at Mānoa. And these are some impacts according to the tuition increase. It is unfair because some Pacifica students, for example, those from the Federated States of Micronesia, are not eligible for federal loans. As a result, some students from the FSM quit after one semester at Mānoa because they didn't afford the tuition. And as of my story, a year ago when I used to dorm, I received an email from the student housing stating that I have an outstanding balance of 1,000 plus and advised me that my housing contract was going to be terminated. And I had nowhere else to go except living at a friend's dorm illegally, no shame to that, I'll admit. Or maybe stay at a family's house that are already living in public housing that would cost them more headache. So my job helped me pay for a portion of my tuition, but it wasn't still enough. What actions did we take? We went to our two Haole uncles, Chancellor Apple and Vice Chancellor for Students, Dr. Francisco Hernandez. We got the support from ethnic studies staff and students, as well as the largest student community at Mānoa. But our two uncles told us that Mānoa had no money and we had to present our case to BOR. And yes, we did, but it was not easy as a lot of people at system and at Mānoa didn't want to support the poor Pacifica students from the islands. But we Pacifica students, faculty and staff worked hard to get the support of our larger Hawaii community and as well as anyone and everyone who are willing to support us. Professor Lola Batista presented our case to BOR and our students testified and cried profusely in front of a male-dominated board meeting. Unfortunately, we didn't get a yes or an answer. What did we do? We went back to Plan A, which was to discuss our issue with Uncle Apple and Hernandez, and they kindly agreed to give funds to help pay for the 50% increase of our tuition. This is Samoa Alumni Conference, one of the many outreach programs that we do, the student body. The students here are student members of student organizations within the system, which is TASSO, Felofano Samoa, Micronesia Connections, Hilo Pacifica Clubs, and West Oahu Pacifica students. We have worked very hard to inspire, empower, and motivate minor students born and raised in Honolulu to go to college. Because there is very few Pacifica students born and raised in Hawaii attending college, we Pacifica students from the islands have been the face and mentors and role models for our Pacifica youth in Hawaii. So what now? Our both uncles left us, the poor Pacifica students, to beg again to the current UH administrators, and perhaps we will have to go back to the BOR in the future to beg again. So why am I here? I'll be leaving at the end of the semester, but my brothers and sisters from American Samoa, Chuuk, Kasrai, Guam, Marshall Islands, Northern Marianas, Palau, and Pohnpei need some aloha from everyone at this conference, as well as the larger community, to support our case when we decide to present it again to the relevant authorities. Here are beautiful Pacifica and yet very old faculty staff. Please see them in the back if you feel you can help and help us support when we go to our next plan of action. Thank you and God bless.